Hello, I am Suren. Here are further thoughts about my cheating and scamming publishers. Remember, this is particularly presented to would-be authors so that others may avoid having the same experiences some of us had with this company, like myself. This way, when we combine our interests and concerns and unite in one aim, we can combat this ill. Succeeding with our endeavors in publishing our works, our stories, autobiographies, our poems for the whole world to enjoy. We need to eliminate every chance for scamming publishers who are out there to cripple us without any thought on how they hurt others in the process. They tend to target the ones they assume to being vulnerable and stupid. Interestingly, many of them appear to be situated in the third world countries and taking advantage of their chosen victims to benefit only their own failed society. I have no doubt in my mind that they have no political, civilized or social base in their lacking lifestyles, therefore bound to remain poor without any initiative to succeed other than criminal gang-related activities, for that becomes their lifestyle. For them, it is easy to target the unsuspecting innocent victims who are prepared to part from their hard-earned money, or even tax-paying populace to siphon all their savings into scammers' tragically criminal enterprises. One idly hopes for people in the worldwide communities to wake up to the fact and do something really positive to eliminate poverty as well as these kind of crimes, no matter how fine or harsh the necessary treatment, supervision, punishment, or new ways of disciplining are required. These types of criminal elements in any given society destroys the possible positive outcome for a better future. These kinds of companies, like my so-called publishers, or in actual reality, the scammers, should be eliminated, if possible, without violence of any kind, unless, of course, it is an absolute necessity. These type of societies or cultures are not fit to survive in the world, and so even under political consideration, one is encouraged to think that they should probably be taken over by one that is more civilized culture and brought into some control, for otherwise their ill-fated system can spread like cancer we do not need to have for a great future for humanity and the beauteous world we are living in. It really is a shame and embarrassment in any given society to have such elements of criminally minded losers ever ready to lure people into their system to take advantage of. Therefore, having any branch or office of such a company in the USA or in Australia is most certainly not desirable or should be ever tolerated. Probably as they can only operate in countries like Philippines, for instance, that is where they should remain isolated and not being permitted to pretend to be US-based or even as an Australian company. With all their operations, without going into legal details, they truly deserve to be taken away from the face of the earth. These words are not being said in vain, believe me, but in good faith that these types of elements in the society of worldwide humanity are not at all needed. I am pretty certain that eventually someone or some people belonging to their group will make them aware for their grave mistakes and response towards hopefully corrective actions. It is no wonder that there seems a worldwide class action being currently conducted against them. Now, once again, a word of warning to my supposed publishers. No, not really, for I should really call you my scammers. You will always be remembered as scammers and not as a reputable publishing company. You make your names appear as great and reputable, but I ask you, in what area are you reputable? In honest publishing or cheating? The world needs to see you as you really are, bulldust artists. Did you hear that? When everyone turns away from you, you have nothing to keep you here. And the moment you have closed your doors, it will be the time of absolute rejoicing. Here is a reality statement. You deserve to become non-existent. You are the losers. Your representatives are as good as you are. An example, your representative even wanted to sell my naturally provided free copies for a fee of $17 Australian each, and he could only send me just one copy to review. Now tell me where the honesty is gone. Every publisher supplies a certain amount of author's books to the author freely. And how come that your representative wanted to sell them to me for a fee and could only send one? And yet, my daughter spoke to some of your workers. It was discovered that I was entitled to have my free copies as an author. Let the viewer be the judge. We will now continue with my life of dreams. But first, please like, subscribe, and share, for the world needs to know this. Thank you for watching.